In this video, we are going to take a video tour of the various neighborhoods in Camas. And it's hard to talk about Camas without talking about Washougal. But what's different about this video is not only are we going to take a driving tour of neighborhoods, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to view listings and pictures of all the homes that are currently on the market. And we're going to get after it right now. You know, it's hard to talk about Camas without talking about Washougal. Washougal is an extension of Camas. There are parts of Camas that, as you drive through, where it's hard to find a distinction between whether you're in Camas or Washougal. The largest obvious feature that Camas offers over Far East Vancouver or Washougal is the quality of their schools. These schools are the best in Southwest Washington. You know, I do not have the authority in a public venue such as YouTube to feature specific homes that are on the market. That constitutes marketing, which requires the authorization of each owner. But I have a workaround for this, and it is with one simple click. This map, which I can share with you, shows all the properties for sale in Camas and Washougal. They are shown on the map with a list price. You know, my Camas videos are the most popular on my channel by far. I'm not sure why. I do know that Camas is an awesome place to live. It has awesome schools. It offers an awesome lifestyle. And it is my favorite community in Southwest Washington. What I don't know is, with all the views that I'm getting, what are the price points of homes that my viewers are looking for? Are my viewers aware of the realities of the price of homes in Camas? I don't want to lead you down a rabbit hole of unrealistic expectations. Camas is not a cheap place to live. First-time home buyers will find it difficult to find homes in Camas that fit the first-time home buyer model. You know, our region-wide Portland, Vancouver median home price is $450,000. Camas has a median home price of $841,000. Now, whether in the region or in Camas, you can always find homes below the median home price. But chasing after these homes is like a feeding frenzy. Multiple offers, being asked to come back with an escalated offer. With our current low inventory, these are common features in any community when you are looking at homes below the median home price. So average home price is a little different. The average home price takes all the homes sold and adds their value together and divides by the total number of homes sold. These numbers get skewed by multi-million-dollar homes. That's why we generally talk about the median. The median tells us at what price point are there more homes sold than in any other price point. There are neighborhoods in Camas with older homes in the 400s, but these older neighborhoods are in the minority. I would estimate the older home communities to be 10% of the homes that are in Camas. If you are interested in homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 range, may I suggest the Far East communities of Vancouver, which butt up against Camas. These are very close to the shopping that exists on 164th, 192nd, and Mill Plain. And this is where people from Camas come to shop. And these communities of East Vancouver are right in the heart of this awesome shopping. The biggest difference you're going to find in East Vancouver is you're in the Evergreen School District and not the Camas School District. And city services are Vancouver, the police, etc. are Vancouver, not Camas. These communities butt right up against the Camas city line. So realities may dictate your desire to live in Camas. If you are not looking to spend $500,000 to over $1 million for a home. Again, opportunities do present themselves periodically in the 400s, but these are far and few between. I am more than happy to show homes in Camas, and I'm not trying to discourage anyone from moving there, because it is in fact my favorite community in Southwest Washington. But I also want to make sure that I am not giving you false expectations. So to recap, the median home price in East Vancouver is $485,000 at $277 a square foot, compared to the median home price in Camas, $841,000 and $326 per square foot. That's about a $50 per square foot difference. But to further complicate things, there are more what I would call exclusive, more expensive homes in Camas. These make up a larger percentage of the homes in Camas versus Vancouver. So that being said, I feel good about painting a picture of true expectations for Camas. So I have created a custom home search just for you based on this map, which shows homes for sale in the region. And these are all homes regardless of price, starting in the high fours up to $11 million. So here is a 1.5-minute video explaining how this works. Okay, with that, let's break down Camas and Washougal into smaller areas with drive-by videos through neighborhoods. We're going to start with the flatland to the west. It's really hard to find the Camas-Vancouver city limits line. It zigs and zags. The basic city limit line is 192nd, which runs north and south. But somehow Vancouver has annexed many neighborhoods on the east side, the Camas side of 192nd. So sometimes it's kind of hard to know whether you're in Camas or Vancouver when looking at homes near the Camas-Vancouver line. Even many of the businesses along 192nd call themselves Camas, when in reality they are in Vancouver, but they want to identify as being in Camas, which is the case with Camas Costco. And Union High School self-reports to being located in Camas, when in actuality they are in the Evergreen School District of Vancouver. Confusing, yes, but if you decide that you want your kids in the Camas School District, let's make sure the home you're looking at is in fact in the Camas School District, especially when we're looking at homes in the flatland that is near the proximity of Vancouver. The next area I want to talk about, the Columbia south-facing ridge of the Camas Hill. The majority of Camas expanded into the hilly portion. The original sprawl of the Camas downtown core pretty much ate up the entire city limits of Camas in the flatland of the old city core. Many of these homes on the hill have awesome Columbia River views, or views to the north of the mountains and snowy peaks. So regardless of which side of the hill you are looking at, the potential for a view is good. It would just be one side of the hill you're looking to the south and the other side of the hill you're looking to the north. Both sides of the hill have equally amazing homes to well over $1 million. There is one neighborhood on top of the hill which is older, more modestly priced homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. These are ranch style and split level homes from the 70s to the 90s. Also, when we drop off the north side of the hill towards the Camas downtown core, there are a lot of homes on the hill that were built at the turn of the century and mid-century for the mill workers. And many of these homes can be had in the 400s as well. The older expansion of $400,000 homes is not as walkable as the flat area, which is right down near the downtown core. So as we drop further down off the hill into downtown Camas, this is the original first development of homes that were built for the mill workers in Camas, which was incorporated in 1886. So there are some older, really cool homes if you like older homes. There are a few smattering of newer homes. They may have done a tear down and rebuilt a newer home, or they may have split a lot and built a newer home, but these are in the minority. But again, as a percentage of homes in Camas, these older, more affordable homes are in the minority. But again, this is a really cute, especially if you like older homes, this is a cute community that is walkable to the downtown shopping and restaurants. And this is an awesome place to take family or spend the day walking and shopping, but it probably won't meet your major shopping needs. It's more of an impulse shopping area, curiosity shops, privately owned shops. There's no big box stores down here. These are all one-off, family owned, locally owned businesses, and I would encourage you to support those businesses. But when you have major shopping to do, you're going to go to East Vancouver to get that done. Okay, let's go back up over the hill again to the north-facing side of the hill. The north-facing side has views of mountains and territorial views of rural Washington. There are farms there. It's really quite beautiful. Gives you a sense of living in a more open space, where the north-facing hill tends to look at, although you get an awesome view of the Columbia River, it tends to look at Portland and urban sprawl. Some of these homes have views of Camas Lake. There really are no affordable neighborhoods on the north side of the hill. This expansion occurred later than the north side of the hill, and so all these homes on the south side of the hill are in the 600,000 range on up. Okay, next let's scoot a little east into Washougal. Washougal is really the last interconnected community to Vancouver to the east. There is no urban sprawl east of Washougal that is connected. You start getting into communities to the east of Washougal that are independently spaced with miles in between, and you are entering the Columbia River Gorge scenic area. But Washougal is still 20 minutes to the Portland Airport, and is 7 miles from I-205 running north and south, and 16 miles from I-5 running north and south. Traffic here is light compared to Portland. These distances should not scare you, as traffic generally moves at faster than the posted speed. So commute time along this section of SR 14 should prove to be low stress. Like Camas, the original downtown core of Washougal is along the river in the lowland and is of similar age. The downtown core is more spread out and not as cute or condensed as the Camas downtown. Washougal has a lot more open space for expansion in the future, but similar to Camas, Washougal's expansion of homes has been up the hill. They share the same hill. There are some amazing views of the Columbia River from Washougal, and prices are a bit less than Camas, although the current construction of homes on the hill is similar in size and quality to Camas, and so the prices tend to be pushing $1 million. And these homes are dominated by the contemporary style with daylight basements, as almost all of these homes are on a slope. Most of these homes have a front yard which is level, but the backyard is largely unusable. As a side note, lumber prices have skyrocketed, and we are seeing a return to basements in new construction. This was a trend during World War I and World War II, when wood materials were difficult to get. They would pour a basement from natural materials which are in the area, rock and lime, for instance, and gravel, sand. These are all available locally and didn't lend themselves well to being shipped somewhere to be used for the wars. And so they doubled the size of a house by building a basement. We are seeing a trend back towards that again as lumber prices have doubled or tripled in the last year. And contractors are always looking for a way to produce homes in a particular price point, because if they just keep doing what they're doing with material costs doubling and tripling, they're going to price themselves out of the market. And so we're seeing a lot more basements being built in new homes. Okay, back to the main topic. Washougal is a fine place to live, but the schools are not on par with Camas. They are still locally managed, which gives them an advantage over the big city schools. I was on a school board in a small town for 8 years, and I can tell you that locally controlled schools meet the needs of their constituents much better than a large regionally managed school district. But the school ratings are not as high as Camas. But the tax overlays for schools are less. You know, in Camas, when you're on top of the heap, you want to stay there. And sometimes this means spending more money to maintain the reputation, and the community generally responds to that. West Lynn has been the same way. They used to say that any school bond that came up would be passed in West Lynn. Well, that is getting to be the case in Camas. So even though the county tax rates overall are about the same as anywhere else in Southwest Washington, voter-approved bonds and operating levies go on top of the 1% or so cap on county tax assessments. So for this reason, the property taxes in Washougal tend to be a bit less than Camas. There is more economic disparity, in my opinion, between the old parts of Camas and Washougal. The new expansion areas of Camas and Washougal are similar. If I were going to buy a home in an old downtown area, I would choose Camas over Washougal. But the neighborhoods on the hill offer similar lifestyle and quality to that of Camas. If I were looking for homes at $600,000 or more, I would look at both communities and compare what you get in Camas to Washougal, especially in this low inventory time when the amount of homes we have to look at are quite limited. So in conclusion, this should give you a better idea of the neighborhoods in Camas, Washougal, and East Vancouver. I suggest you dig deeper into Camas and Washougal with the home search feature by clicking the link in the Show More section below this video. Remember, I won't be stalking you. So if you have questions or you want to move to the area, let me know because I won't be bothering you. Don't be afraid to reach out, even with questions. I am a certified relocation agent. I do both private and corporate relocation, and I would be honored to help you. So until the next video, I'll catch you later.